Hello everybody, this is Canada Graphs here, and this is a set report for Superman and Lois, Season 3, Episode 13. This is the season finale as well. As of right now, it is not currently renewed, so who knows if this is a series finale, but I assume there'll be more. On set this day, we had Tyler Hoechlin and Bitsie Tulloch on set as Clark Kent and Lois Lane here, as you can see. And they are supposed to be doing a scene where they are in Metropolis together. They're doing their investigative journalism stuff. This is them before they started filming. This is, they're like wearing ski jackets. He's got his backpack on and stuff like that. This is not in scene. This is just them walking to, and there you see Metropolis police thing there, so now you know, yeah, they're in Metropolis. So this is just them doing a walkthrough of the scene. Whenever you do filming, they'll show up to set first and they just like walk through, get a loose idea of what the scene's gonna be. You see the guy there to the left for a moment, he was telling them where to go, when to stop, where to move, and then they would walk up a staircase that's there, and that was the first part of that scene. So that was just them practicing that part of the scene. They're obviously like not in character there yet, as you can tell, because Tyler is not even wearing glasses there to be Clark. So they're just getting instructions from someone on like, hey, do this, then you'll walk up this staircase, because there is an actual staircase that they'll walk up there that'll lead to a second part of the scene that you'll see later. So there they are getting ready to film. You see Bitsie's now wearing a new jacket for her character. Tyler's now wearing glasses. He has like that little press pass you could see on his chest there for a second. And this scene is basically they're just gonna walk and eventually head up that staircase after I think there's a brief stop where they maybe like exchange some words or something. I can't remember now. It's actually been a few weeks since I shot this. Sorry it's late, by the way. A lot of things have come up, including the fact that I'm sick. Like right now I'm even sick. But here they are. This is the second part of the scene at the top of the stairs. So this is up on the street above where we just were, and you can see them talking and Clark assuring Lois of something. Who knows? I don't know if this has got to do with her current storyline or something related to the storyline in this episode, because we know obviously Lois is going through some personal life issues in the show, but I don't know if they're still working on that storyline in episode 13. But here you see they walk away together, arm in arm, and there you can see like the press passes a little more clearly on their jacket there when they were walking back from the camera. So yeah, they're in the scene just having a chat. They're just talking along. Looks like it's kind of a serious conversation, but don't know for certain. And then they will like have a little comforting moment, and then they will walk away eventually. Sorry, I don't remember which part of the take I'm at, so I'm kind of just like winging it here. So here they're having the conversation. You can see it's kind of a serious conversation. I don't obviously know what was said because I'm more than a city block away here. I know it looks close up, but yeah, I'm probably like 2/3 of a football field away from where they're filming. So you see him there, he puts his arm on her to reassure her, like whatever the problem is, he's basically saying like, we'll get through this, we'll figure it out. And then there they walk away together, walking right towards the camera. And that's all there is shot of that part of the scene. So what I do know about the scene is they were there investigating a murder, apparently. Here's the night scene they did, and this I laughed a lot when this happened, by the way. So just watch Tyler here. His actions are very like laid back and chill, and when you see the actual scene, you'll kind of laugh because his rehearsal portion of it kind of doesn't give the same impression. He's also, by the way, holding his coffee in his hand for the rehearsal. Yeah. The way he does that, he's kind of like, yeah, hey guys, hey, how you doing? Hey, yeah, thanks, yeah, no, yeah, I see you over there. Hey, how you doing? a very, very laid back approach, which the scene itself is not quite the same, but that was just the rehearsal for it in the scene. And then you see him do his jump there. So that was for the rehearsal part of it. Here's the actual scene. You see, no coffee in his hand now. And you'll see his actions are a little different than they were in the rehearsal. You'll notice it. By the way, his hair is very wet looking, and that is purposeful. So here you see, and now you watch his actions. He's more like, guys, okay, I'm here. Everything's gonna be okay. I've got this under control. Kind of like body language instead. Then he turns around, notices something's up in the sky, and he's like, oh, well, I guess it's time for me to do that thing I have to do, and flies up in the air. So yeah, as I was saying about the hair, it was purposefully wet. I know a few people thought maybe it was just raining that day because the ground looks wet, but they always wet the ground when they film because it makes it show up better on camera. But the actual scene, his hair was made to be wet. It was not raining at that time. We did have a little rain at that night, but it was minimal. You could barely fill up a glass with how much rain there was. Not enough to wet someone's hair. So yeah, that was a purposeful decision on them. So he must have done a scene shortly before this in the episode where he comes out of water or something to make his hair look that way. As you can see, they're all looking up in the sky at something. I don't know what the something is supposed to be, but they're looking up at it. I do know one more part of the episode, but I did not have any scenes of it, but it included Superman and a monster fighting out in the middle of the street. If you go to my blog that's linked in the description, it has more details on that, but now here are some set photos from this night. Here's some like train signs I had with some cool Easter eggs on it. Like if you look at some of the names on there, some of them are in reference to things to do with the creation and history of Superman. This is the building they were using. It's actually called the 200 Granville building, but they called it the Centennial building for the scene. And here's a sign that I saw on set, and I didn't know what it was at the time until someone else told me that this is actually a character in DC Comics. So I thought that was a cool little Easter egg. And, you know, here now, this is Tyler and Bitsy showing up to set for that scene that you saw where they were standing down investigating the murder scene. And this is them getting ready to do a walkthrough. Like, Bitsy's still wearing her, like, jacket over top. There you can see Tyler, you know, he's still got, like, his backpack on, doesn't have his glasses on. Here they are in full wardrobe, though, you know, doing the scene. And you can see them coming down the stairs that they would go up during the scene. And this is on that upper level that I told you about earlier. Like there was two levels. There was the bottom level and this upper level. So this is the scene that they were doing up there. But yeah, this is the daytime scene. But obviously most people are looking for, you know, stuff for the nighttime scene. There's a clapperboard shot, shows the episode title or episode number and director. Here's those nighttime shots. You know, you see Tyler there. He's holding his like coffee in his hand from like the first video where he's just like waving. There he is doing the jumping thing. But this was the final scene that Tyler did for the season, I believe, because after this he said goodbye to like all of the cast, like, or not cast but crew that were around that night. There was a lot of goodbyes, a lot of hugs. So this, as far as I know, was his wrap on the season, not just this episode, or not just this day, but for the episode and the season. And as of right now, Superman and Lois isn't picked up yet. I expect it will be, but it is currently not. So this also could be the wrap of the series. We'll have to wait and see where the CW goes with this. It would be a huge mistake if the CW doesn't pick it up, but the CW is in, it's got its own thing going on, and it doesn't care about quality. We'll just say that. This tripod here, that was to be a thing in that scene with the creature I told you that he's fighting.
that is like a reference point for like a hole in the ground. So here's Tyler signing for me and my buddy during one of the breaks in filming during the day, and this is the photo I got with him at the end of the night in his costume. Right now, I don't know if they're coming back, so this might have been my one and only chance to get that. So that is it for this, and hopefully I will have next season. But as of right now, I don't know if there'll be more. So hopefully there is. But if there's not, thanks everyone for coming by, and hopefully I'll have something in the near future for you. But as of right now, this is my last Superman and Lois video. Fingers crossed, season 4.